is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome into Mornings on Main Street for this Wednesday, December 29th, 2021. 2 days left in the year before we head into 2022. A lot of big things are happening in our area. Of course, we have the Music City Bowl taking place tomorrow, New Year's Eve on Friday. It's weird, like all these national shows have come to Nashville for Friday night for the New Year's Eve that's happening. I know CBS is here and Fox is here and other things are going to happen here that'll go on. So it'll be a lot of fun. So Friday night. And the weather should be decent, I guess, but not this afternoon. Looks to be pretty bad out there. So, again, stay safe and be very aware of what's happening around our area. Let's bring in the intern this morning. Good morning to you, buddy.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing quite well. It's always good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
Yeah, we have an echo in here. What's going on?
There's an echo?
Maybe it's on my end.
Nope. That's me. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
We're better now?
What, man? I mean, down a demerit for you.
That was the band. They forgot to unhook.
I'm restricting your Tinder access for 2 days now.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't play like that.
You're out there. Big New Year's Eve plans you got going on?
No, I actually don't have any at the moment, but I am looking. How about you?
What would you? Oh, I get it going on New Year's Eve. I'm in bed by 9. What do you want to? What's the big? What do you want to do Friday night? What's the big plan you want to do?
I don't know. I always enjoy watching the ball drop. I think it's pretty intense feeling. So
okay,
just be somewhere with people, you know.
Oh man, it's gonna make me cry this morning.
Cry then.
Because of that, I'm gonna go straight to the headlines today from Main Street Nashville. What's going on for December 29th? Delivered right to your inbox. Subscribe to it, and boom, there you go. Every weekday, right there. This got to me this morning. A great article by Ashley Jessica Van Dyke, that Main Street Nashville's Person of the Year. I'm not going to paraphrase the article. I want you to read it and why they selected this lady. It's very cool. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So go there and read that this morning. But down below there, man, Whataburger scraps plans for the Lebanon Pike site. This is in Donaldson, not Hermitage, which opens next Tuesday. We hope to be out there that morning, hopefully do the show out there that morning. But the Whataburger scraps plans for the Lebanon Pike site. That's in Donaldson. It's not going to happen. All right, not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen, and you can read why. And I'm not happy about that, but nobody cares what I think, so we'll just move on from that. We'll try to get Roger Fregoso on tomorrow, talk about all that went into Whataburger not coming to that site because there's a lot of moving parts that are happening there. A lot of people want to get in the paper. Not this way. Lebanon woman faces federal charges for disruptive behavior on flight. Amanda Henry surrendered FBI agents in Nashville on Tuesday for interfering with a flight crew after an incident on board a Spirit Airlines flight on November 27th. My question for this story is, why? Why are you doing this? Just sit down, shut your mouth, and enjoy the flight home. Be appreciative you can get on a flight and get here. I just don't get it. All right. She became disruptive and appeared to be intoxicated, according to the story. According to the criminal complaint. She's seated next to an emergency exit, too. That's always good. All right, move on from that because I might say something that'll get me in trouble. All right, we're going down here. Hey, also, the WeGo buses start train offer rides downtown New Year's Eve. Intern, if you're heading downtown, they're perfect for you at Main Street Nashville. Read the article right there and you know what to do and where to go.
Heck yeah, big train guy.
Are you?
Oh, yeah, huge.
You took the train one time from Nashville to Lebanon, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, me and Dad go to the games in the Nashville Star when we can.
Okay, that's great. I would drink my coffee, but my coffee cup's not in here because
So you care?
totally not interested in that story. Hey, also, police provide traffic parking info for Music City Bowl. Intern, you get one guess. Who is hosting the prestigious Battle of the Bands tonight in downtown Nashville?
Maybe Small Joe.
Be yours truly hosting the big event tonight at 5
Hey,
o'clock.
JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Man.
Come on
That's
down.
awesome.
If folks are going down there, you want to take your picture with me, do not make eye contact with me and stay about, we do social distancing. I've been doing social distancing since 1988. 20 feet away is good. I'm
Minimum.
People are like, really? I'm like, no. Okay, look at this, intern.
What's that?
Springfield's Tally, is it Beavis or Bevis? I'm going to say Bevis. Sure. Competes in the 100 Miss America pageant on Thursday, December 16th. Historic year for Springfield. They watched their own compete for the crown.
How about it?
Nice. I could never do that. I get on stage and ask me questions like that. No.
And you get asked to all the time, I bet.
Like, hey, you going to be in this? No. Why not? Too nervous. This is the Nashville banner. You get this front page in the East Street edition of Main Street Nashville 70 years ago. All right. Internal. Look at this at the bottom of the page. This made me laugh. 70 years ago. This can be written today. And governmental dishonesty, history's worst. According, I can't click on it. Former President Herbert Hoover. Wow. So today this country is exposed in the last year more dishonesty. So that's crazy, isn't it?
That is crazy. That never happens today.
Crazy talk. All right. So intern, so let's go over here. It's in the paper today. Of course, it's current things that are happening. They're going on. Let me find it here. They do such a great, our Main Street Preps does a great job putting stories together. In case you missed it last night, Hall of Famer John Madden dies at the age of 85. He did more for the game of football than any person who's ever walked this earth. He loved the game of football, loved his players. This is a huge loss. And intern, you got something for us, don't you?
Yeah, so he's a huge icon. Just in my childhood, grew up on him in the games. So I just grabbed this video. It's something silly, just him messing with Troy Aikman. So here it is.
That's not Troy Aikman's house.
Hey, you noticed, Pat, Troy Aikman's trying to grow a beard, and he just can't do it. I mean, the blonde-haired guys, a lot of them have trouble, but I can't even. I'm looking as close as I can, and I can't see any beard. But that's a 4-day beard, isn't it?
It's a passive attempt.
It's very, very passive.
Here's Terry Allen. Out to about the 20. There it is.
Now here it is, but see, I mean, he got a little in here and a little up there. Here, but he doesn't have anything here at all. Watch, when you take it off, he doesn't have anything going up in there.
Well, you got to give him time. He just had his 29th birthday.
I know, but I don't think he's doing a very good. I'd quit. I mean, like if you've been working out for like 4 days and that's all you get, and the going gets tough. If it's that tough, just quit.
Well, you can't just quit.
Yes, you can. Well, that's what they'll say. When the going gets tough, quit. Never lose.
And that's a coach's saying in Iowa. Incomplete from Schuler to Allen.
Oh, that is fantastic. Good job, intern.
Hey,
that's why we love drawing a beard on Troy Aikman during the middle of a football game.
I like how he was calling it like it was a play.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, man. All right, time for the comic strip tease. Every morning we come to you, bring the comics in the e-edition of the Main Street Nashville. Today we're doing the famous Barney Google, which we have no idea what this is about or where it came from or who created it. We don't care. All right, so playing the role of sister number 2 there in the blue is the intern. Playing the role of the red, the sister number 1, will be myself in the voice of former President Bill Clinton. All right, we ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, make sure that's on the screen there that we can see everything. Okay, and here we go. This is Barney Google. 3, 2. What in the world are those things Sarah Jane's wearing?
They're called leggings, Louise.
They're what?
Or, as I like to call them, I forget my britches.
Let me go tell Hillary about this one. Oh,
Bill.
Barney. All right, coming up at 7:40, People have asked, and we're going to provide. We've put a compilation together of our comic strip teases, and these things are they're so awful, they're funny. All right, you know what that means? You watch something's like, hey, it's so terrible that you laugh at it. That's what that is. Coming your way at 7:40. All right, we're off and running this morning on Mornings on Main Street. Up next, a very special guest, a guy I've been wanting to get on the show for a while, who is changing the way housing is done, not only in Nashville, but across the country. Bruce Mcneilage will join us next. He's got a great story. You're going to hear it. That's next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
I guess I started writing in high school with my high school newspaper and continued to do that in college. But again, I've been writing almost 50 years. I guess I'm semi-retired, but I don't know what else I would do if I weren't working on two or three stories every week. And that's what I love to do. I love to talk to ordinary people who have extraordinary stories to tell. That is my passion. And I like to help them share their stories with you, the reader.
While federal coverage is really important, often I really think that a lot of the decisions that are going to impact you most are made at the local level. Like where's the stop sign's going to go, what's your speed limit going to be, how much you're going to pay in property taxes, we talked about that a lot, and how much funding the schools are going to get, zoning decisions that are going to impact which developers can come in and change the neighborhoods and grow the city. And all those decisions are going to be made at the local level.
I think I like that we have so many papers and so many communities, so we get to be more localized. It's not like broad coverage of this is all of Tennessee. Like, it's very much our own specific areas, and we have reporters in each county/city that we have papers in, and I think that that's awesome. I mean, my favorite part is features and human interest. I think those are the best because you get to highlight somebody who otherwise wouldn't be highlighted.
All right, welcome back. Yeah, a little 9 to 5 for you, which is not 9 to 5 for me, but it's kind of like 9 to 5. Great job, Dan. Well done. All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. This is I Find the Camera. There we are. All right, up next, a very special guest is going to join us. Let's bring in Bruce Mcneilage with Kinloch Partners. He's doing some great things in the world of housing. He joins us this morning. Bruce, good morning to you.
Morning, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing well. Bruce, I got something for you. I don't do this for every guest, okay? But I brought this out for you this morning. Can you see it?
Oh, I've got a football. Is that a Texas A&M football helmet?
No, this is a Florida State athletic shirt.
Oh, there you go. I see it. Okay, fantastic.
Just for you, Bruce. Nobody else gets their alma mater on the show. Just only for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, Bruce, I saw the story the other day on Channel 2 in Nashville about you're on a mission to provide affordable housing for everybody and all of us. You're in real estate. I don't know many real estate people who are doing this. Why is it so important for you with this affordable housing?
Well, I think that when you look at Nashville, we're growing, we're a great city, but a lot of people are finding it hard to find affordable housing. And so I've really dedicated myself and my job and my business to finding that housing, creating it, and then delivering it to the people in Nashville at affordable prices and affordable value so people can actually own the American dream instead of renting the American dream.
Are you getting any sort of backlash indirectly from others in the business? Or like, Bruce, what are you doing? We're here to make a lot of money. Are you hearing anything like that? Because I love what you're doing, Bruce.
No, I really don't. I get a lot of pats on the back and attaboys, but it's very tough to do. The price of land, the price of materials has gone up considerably. So it gets tougher and tougher to do. But no, I don't have any backlash whatsoever.
Well, that's good. Why is this, you talk about the American dream, and we've got your website pulled up here at Kinloch Partners. Why, this whole thing, the American dream, is still very possible and you read the paper today and you see the news and you see the prices going up and everything that's going on like that. But for you, it's still a passion, is it, to make sure somebody pursues and gets this American dream?
Yeah, it is. I mean, our biggest investment, or most people's biggest investment, is their home, and paying it off over time, realizing the American dream, having that equity in the house to do something with it, retire, or send their kids to college by borrowing against it. And the problem is, if you rent the house or rent the dream instead of owning it, it's very tough to have the golden years and very tough to save and create equity for you and your family in the future.
When you were at Florida State, was real estate always something that you wanted to get into, or did it just happen to come by one day and you said, you know what, I want to go into that world? How did this all start for you?
Yeah, so I was a financial advisor for over 20 years, and I just started buying real estate to diversify my own portfolio, and the business took off, and I had to retire from my financial planning practice and really dedicate myself towards real estate, and not only accumulating wealth for myself and growing my assets, but also doing that for other people. And I saw the need to do that, for the average person. And again, to own that dream versus renting it. And so I've dedicated myself and my business to doing that.
Let me ask you this. We know in Nashville, because we live here, obviously, we see the skyrocketing prices of home ownership, and houses were 2 times the value where they were 5 years ago. Is this happening all around the country or in certain spots?
No, it is. And I think it's happening in most of the country. Land is cheaper in other parts of the country. Of course, it's more expensive, like San Francisco and New York and others. But when you look at the cost of materials, labor, things like that, it's really tougher and tougher for folks to afford the American dream because their wages are not going up at the same percentage as housing. And so every year it gets tougher and tougher for people to afford that housing.
The headline right now we get on the screen, leading the way to better homes, and it talks about you and your partner starting all this off. At one point, did you say, you know what, we really need to get back and give back to the community and find affordable housing? Was it something you've always wanted to do, or just say in the last 10 to 15 years, it really became a passion for you?
I think it's been a passion my whole career in helping people create wealth, save for retirement, save for their children's college education, And I think it just kind of went over to real estate. And that's where I picked that up 16 years ago, buying a little house in Murfreesboro. And then it's just, of course, grown significantly since then. We're in 4 states now and continuing to grow.
What is it about, Bruce? You've been around the country and you speak to a lot of people, and you're on the boards of everything else and talking to people around the country. What is it about Nashville that right now in the last couple of years is really, everybody wants to move here, I should say? Why?
Yeah, so Nashville is just a wonderful city. I moved from the beach in Fort Lauderdale a number of years ago, and I tell you, that's not a bad place to live.
Right.
But Nashville is a place to raise a family. It's a great place to grow a business. It's very business friendly. Just a wonderful, wonderful part of the country. And I think what makes Nashville one of the best cities, if not the greatest city to live in, is the people. The people are wonderful. They're happy. The city's vibrant, and it's a very comfortable place to live and work and raise a family. And that's why I moved to Nashville a number of years ago.
Is there a city that's comparable to what you get in Nashville now? There's one, or maybe in the Southeast or in the country, that's comparable to Nashville in so many ways, what you just described?
I mean, I love Greenville. If anybody's been to Greenville, South Carolina, it's a beautiful city. I've only spent a little time in Austin. I think Austin would be a first cousin to Nashville, state capital, the music scene, and things like that. But Greenville is wonderful, and Austin's, fantastic as well. But I really don't think anything compares to Nashville. We've got the professional athletic sports teams. We've got all sorts of wonderful music venues, great restaurants. And again, it's just a vibrant city. I've traveled all over the United States. I haven't been able to find anything close to Nashville.
Bruce, I give local news a hard time for a lot of things, but really the story they did on you at Channel 2 on Monday about your mission for affordable housing I guess it was in North Nashville. I thought it was well done because they let you tell the story, which oftentimes the reporter doesn't do that. But they let you tell the story. So I know you were well pleased with the story as well.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I thought she did a great job. And yeah, you're right. We had the opportunity to do a really good interview, me share what we're doing and convey that to the folks watching. And that really helps get the word out to people. It helps the business grow, but hopefully others emulate it too. I'd love for other developers to follow in my footsteps. There aren't a lot of them. It's not as lucrative, maybe as developing condos in the Gulch or other places, but I can tell you, very satisfying. And I think it's a niche that I've carved out that, again, I hope other people come behind me and continue to create affordable housing in Nashville.
And where is the one place that you're looking? I saw it was in North Nashville. Is there a specific area in North Nashville that you're looking at?
Yeah, I mean, I love Clarksville, Clarksville Pike, Clarksville Highway. I think when I started 10, 12 years ago off Gallatin Road, that was a transitional area. And of course, now Gallatin is the heart of East Nashville. It's jumped over to Dickerson Road. Dickerson is really booming. A lot of different things are going on in Dickerson. Jumping over the interstate, I think Clarksville Pike is the next place where we will see some growth. It's a very transitional area right now, but its proximity to downtown and to Nashville, I think will really make it, it'll be a growth area of the city. And I think it's going to be a place to be in the next 5 to 10 years.
I love it. What you speak, you're like Midas, my man. What you speak turns to gold. So, Bruce, thank you. I know it's early. Thank you. Happy holidays. Hope you have a great 2022. And we'll talk down the line, Bruce. I appreciate you coming on the show, my man.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Yes, Bruce Mcneilage, Kinlock Partners. You see the website right there. Really doing some great, giving back. All too often you hear about greed. And here's a guy's like, you know what? We're going to help build Nashville and help you get into an affordable place to go. And I think that needs to be applauded and I think needs to be promoted. All right, we'll come back. We've had a very fun year this year so far on Mornings on Main Street with Main Street Media since I made the jump from that other life to this life. And we could not be more happier. But we've done some really cool things. We've gone behind the scenes. We want to show you something we did past this summer. We worked a drive-thru at a McDonald's. And man, we had a blast. We want to show you again as we recap our fun year. That's all next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Makes as much sense as driving drunk. Out of the park every day. The band. Amazing. Yeah, play it down. By the way, I'm giving you guys Friday off. You're welcome. All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. For some reason, this bugs me every morning. And I don't know why, because I read the wrong way. So that. Interns, that look all right? What we got here?
Yeah, man. Looks good.
Okay. Maybe that way? Okay. Man, All right. Welcome back into Mornings on Main Street. Really thanks to Bruce Mcneilage who joined us earlier to talk about the affordable real estate and what he's doing in our city. That's really cool. All right. So we've had a lot of fun this year on Mornings on Main Street and Main Street Media. So this summer we went behind the scenes at McDonald's, worked at McDonald's drive-thru, and Intern stood out in the parking lot. It was just a little north of 130 degrees. And I worked the drive-thru in a very, very tight shirt, which is not attractive at all. Anyway, we had fun working the drive-thru. We had a story we put together for you guys. Enjoy. All right, welcome to another edition of Big Joe with the People. Today's assignment, we're going to be working the drive-thru at McDonald's down here in Williamson County off of the Goose Creek Bypass. Working the drive-thru. I've never done it. It should be quite the adventure. Let's go. Crispy Deluxe?
Yeah.
Who are you texting?
Oh, I was looking at the app.
For McDonald's? Did it work? Everything work okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, is there a picture of me on that app? Before I hand this to you, what do you have against lettuce?
Lettuce? I just don't like it falling all the way around.
Oh, okay.
No issues.
So there's no problem with lettuce. What's happening, man? What are you up to? Hey, I had some of your Sprite. Not bad. Oh, it's fresh. I'll put an extra bit of Joe love in there for you. All right. Don't tell anybody. All right. Because I don't need the crowd. Nothing to drink. What are you going to drink then?
Water.
Nobody drinks water. Hey, real quick, it's Big Mac small fry.
Yeah.
Will you do a favor? I'm not allowed to have my phone at work. You take a picture because I'm getting off work and let my mom know that I'm finishing my shift out. Do you mind real quick?
Okay.
Thank you. Large Coke? That's it? You're not hungry? Why not? You know who you look like? George Carlin. What, 2 cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
You're an Auburn fan. We only gave you 1. You ordered a small French fry?
Small French fry, keep it dope.
You got it. You look like a big French fry guy. What's going on? You keto? There's no problem with lettuce. Okay.
I just don't want to wear it.
Just don't want to wear it. Okay. I'm curious about that because sometimes the chicken gets lonely. Who you texting?
Nobody.
Who you texting?
Nobody.
Come on, man.
I'm on line for 60.
Okay. Are you in school?
No, I just got finished.
From where? What are you doing now with your life? 2 cheeseburgers? Hey, you look like Bill Burr. Hey, there might be a little whipped cream on there, but I think I licked most of it off.
Okay, good.
So thank you. Yeah, it should all be gone. Look at you. What the heck? You got that hand up the window before I can even get it. There you go. Hey, take care of yourself. You look pretty and white today. You going someplace special?
Work.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Did you order a cone?
Yep.
I had a lick on the backside. It's not bad. You'll enjoy it. All right, have a good day. Thank you. Hey, how's it going? Double cheeseburger, small fry. Do we really need a double? How you guys doing? Hey, quick favor. I'm not allowed to take pictures. Will you take a picture of me working so I can send it to my mom? They don't let me take pictures here at work. Woo-hoo! All right, that was fun. Let me tell you what. Many thanks to the local Gray family who own a lot of McDonald's in this area and really give back to our community. Thank you so much for letting us do this. It was a fun time. Down here in Williamson County for Main Street Media, Joe Dubin. Wow. What a good time there. Interns, enjoy that story?
I love that. That was a great story. It was hot though.
It was hot. And that shirt not conforming to the JoJo. Okay. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Jason Michaels, the magician, will join us. He's been on the show about 3 times. He has wowed us. If you want to see something very cool, stay right there. Jason Michaels joins us next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Welcome to Main Street Nashville. Our newly launched e-edition allows you to read our paper online from anywhere in the world. You are in control of how and when you read or listen. Subscribers can access our e-edition online at mainstreet-nashville.com or on a smartphone or tablet using our Main Street Nashville app. In a browser, today's and all previous issues are available at the click of a button. Main Street Nashville is fully responsive. Click and drag your cursor to move the paper left and right. To see photos and text at a larger scale, double-click on a page. Clicking Print will allow you to print an article or crossword at your convenience. View photo galleries and videos by clicking the icon on an image. click play on videos once the screen appears. Main Street Nashville's e-edition is a simple, new way to interact with and consume news. Access the full e-edition of Main Street Nashville on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Read whatever you want, whenever you want. If you have any questions, we're here to help. Call us at 615-527-4104 or email us at news@mainstreetnash.com.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street on this Wednesday, December 29th, 2021. Hey, just letting you know if you guys are coming in from the east side out here in Lebanon or Cookville that way, coming into Nashville, there's a bad wreck at Hartman Drive. It's a fatal wreck, unfortunately. So the interstate was shut down. It was still shut down as of like 10 minutes ago. So avoid this area if you must, if you're coming into town there. All right, continue with the show now. Let's bring in Jason Michaels, our good buddy, the magician, who is wowing us. And Jason, last week you did a card trick that the intern and I, after the show, I'm not kidding you, after the show, sat in here for 10 minutes. We were unsure of what happened. And that's not a joke because you totally blew our mind.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, then hopefully I can live up to what you just said a second ago when you told them I was going to show them something cool. That's a lot to live up to.
No, but you've done this for years, man. You know what you're doing. You know what's funny is that years ago, on another life to another life, I had you on TV from the Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
And you wowed us. And, you know, and I'm 2 feet from you, and you blew my mind then. So it's just amazing what you can do. And I tell you, I'm not sure that we all truly, like the intern, I understand the world of magic, which is good because everything that you do just blew us away. And you're going to do it again. But again, thank you for joining us and for what you've done because it's amazing.
Absolutely. Well, this is I want to jump right into this thing. What's interesting about this, I found this morning. It's a little matchbox, and I'm going to take the matchbox. I'm going to place it inside this wine glass. I'm just going to put this here. This is interactive, Joe. So what's weird is that last night I had this dream, and I dreamt that when I actually woke up in the dream and I was standing in the lobby of a hotel, and there were 2 big parties going on in the 2 ballrooms. And one of the ballrooms were were a bunch of playing cards. They had arms and legs, heads and feet, and all the red cards, the hearts and diamonds, were in one of the ballrooms, and they were playing loud music and dancing. In the other ballroom on the other side of the lobby were all the clubs and spades. All the black cards were in another ballroom, and they had people telling jokes like open mic. What's crazy is that a fire started in my dream, and it started in the middle of this hotel. And it was a very hot burning fire, and it took off towards one of these ballrooms. The problem with my dreams, though, Joe, is that I can't remember all the details, and I need you to help me recall some of the details. So do you help me out here?
Okay.
That hot burning fire, did it take off toward the ballroom with all the red cards, or did it take off toward the ballroom with all the black cards in it? What do you think?
We're going to say it took off to where the black cards are.
So like I said, it was a hot burning fire. It took off to the ballroom with all the black cards. It burned everything up. Absolutely no survivors. And then, interestingly enough, in the surviving ballroom, smoke started coming in underneath the door, started coming in through the keyhole. And it's this thick, nasty smoke, really acrid, can't breathe. All the surviving cards, the red cards, see it. The hearts take off towards one side of the room. The diamonds take off to the other side of the room. Where did the smoke head? Did it head toward the hearts or to the diamonds? What do you think?
To the diamonds.
So again, they can't breathe. They're choking. They're falling out. They have no survivors at all. The hearts, the surviving cards, see this. And then all of a sudden sparks start coming in through the ceiling vent, and they're hitting some of the surviving cards, but the sparks are not hitting all of the surviving cards. And obviously paper and fire do not mix. Were the sparks hitting the number cards or the picture cards?
Number cards.
So the sparks are hitting the number cards. They're going up in flames. The picture cards, the last surviving cards, the Jack, Queen, King of Hearts, see all the carnage going on, and they see an exit sign across the room. They run across the room. Right then, a flaming ceiling beam crashes in front of them. Now, somebody has to put themselves in harm's way to get out of here. Who decides to put themselves in harm's way, the fellas or the lady?
I'm going to go, since fellas are usually pretty scared, the lady.
Okay, so the lady, the hero, so to speak, picks up this flaming ceiling beam, flings it out of the way, runs through the exit door, runs up 6 flights of steps, grabs a hold of a rope ladder hovering from a helicopter, and this helicopter takes her off this hotel that was in my dream right before the whole thing crumbled in on itself. And what's amazing is that's the moment I woke up and I was staring at the object that is inside this glass, the Hotel 52 matchbox. What is crazy about this is that now inside the matchbox, an object. It's a folded up playing card, and it's a folded up playing card that looks like perhaps it's been in a fire. And it's not just any hotel playing card. It is a soul survivor. It is that Queen of Hearts. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Intern, do a triple box, intern. Can you put us on a triple box? All right. So Jason, let me back up before we process this.
Yeah. Okay. Do it.
The intern and I were like this, right? We were watching not only you, but around things to see what's going on.
Right.
And
this was here the entire time. Here's what's cool about this. So this is an abbreviated version of a trick that I created for my show. And I perform this in my show. It's a much longer version of the trick, and it uses multiple people in the performance. So it uses multiple people. But this is one of my favorite pieces from my new show. Thank you.
Very, very nice.
And since I've got you in stunned silence, I will plug the show and say that the show this week is on Thursday night, because I knew that people would be off work and looking for things to do, and I didn't want to compete with New Year's Eve. So the show this week is tomorrow night, and we would love for people to come have some fun with us.
And there we go. We got your website up, our Evening of Mysteries and Illusions with Jason Michaels. And it's at the filming station again?
Yeah, it's at the filming station, which is right off of 8th Avenue. It's an awesome little space in downtown Nashville.
And what's funny is that the owner of the filming station is on our podcast later today.
Are you serious? Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That's great.
Yes, that is. We'll reveal that later on. All right. So, Jason, let's go. I mean, your website, everything on there is really cool and all that good stuff. Let's go back to what you just did.
Okay. All right. Let's give it to me.
And don't. All right. First of all, what were you drinking to come up with a dream like this?
You know what's funny is that when I first started doing this little thing, what I would do is I would tell the person helping me, I'd say, I'm going to hand you an object. I don't want you to know what it is. And then, so they would hold their hand out. I would put it in, they would cover it up, and they wouldn't know what they were holding until the very end. But then I decided to change some things, and I loved the idea of making, this playing card magically appear right then where nothing had been a moment ago. So it has evolved over time, as a lot of the material that I do does. It's true with me. It's probably true also with comics and comedians, people who they put their work in front of an audience, and then the audience kind of, based on the reactions, they tell us what is good and what is not good, and we make our adjustments so that we try to be as impactful as possible.
Do you like the intimate settings, or do you like, because again, we've asked this before, you've played big ballrooms, concert halls, and intimate settings. Is there a favorite that you like?
That's so hard to say. I will tell you, I love being on big stages because I love to feel the energy. But when you're in a room where you can see everybody's eyes, because it's not a huge room and you can literally make eye contact with every person in there, maybe there's 100 people there, or maybe there's a few more or a few less. I love that because there's nowhere to escape. there's nowhere to get away to. Part of the fun of performing is that thrill that you're kind of walking that tight wire, that high wire, that tightrope. And so you're kind of walking it, and you want them to be amazed by the magic. You also, if you have any jokes or humor in there, you want that to hit and get the reactions from it. So I would say my favorite would probably be groups of 100 or so, maybe a little bit less, because it's just fun to be able to make eye contact with everybody in the room.
What a fun. If I own a business and I got a corporation, I'm hiring you to come in and play lunch or something, just because we're sitting here, the intern hour, we're still trying to process what we just saw 5 minutes ago. And I don't think we ever will. And that's the beauty of magic.
Exactly. And what you said is true. It's funny. You said it when you were talking about it. You said that the last time I was on, you guys sat around and talked about it. And that's ultimately what happens with magic, is because it's so different and we don't run into magicians every single day. That's just not somebody, we may go to a restaurant and meet servers and we see the people at our work, but you don't meet magicians every day. And so when you meet a magician, they perform a magic trick, it makes an impact. And it's something you talk about for a long time.
When a magician, or illusionist like Copperfield or David Blaine or something like that, when they really become popular on the national stage, I got to think indirectly it helps you and other magicians because people get more curious. They want to come see you. Is that kind of an after effect with this?
No, absolutely. No question about it. Anytime there is a new television show that pops up, whether it's on a streaming service or television or whatever, and people like it, and these magicians get popular, people think to themselves, oh God, we don't ever think about magic, but we really like it. And that's good for me. That's good for me. Companies contact me, private individuals contact me. It's easier to get booked if I'm on the road somewhere. It's easier to get booked in a club because they know that is a happening, popular type of entertainment.
That's beautiful. Do you have a nice 2022 lined up?
It's interesting. It is everything is starting to fall into place. 2020, with this crazy pandemic stuff going on, there's still a little bit of hesitation out there,
right?
But things are lining up and it's looking really, I can't wait for 22. It's going to be really exciting.
Well, I appreciate it. We're going to have you on more and more and more. Hopefully make it a weekly thing to have you come on, promote what you do, because
absolutely
for you, truly, if Intern, put yourself back up here again on the triple box. He is obsessed with what you do. And I
love it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've known you for a long time and I'm impressed with what you do, but to see somebody new come on board and didn't know who you were 2 months ago, and now is just enamored with what you do. It's a really cool thing, Jason.
Hey, let me just throw this out at you. For people who like magic, there is a local club in Nashville called the Nashville Magic Club, and they meet every single month. And if that has any interest, they will allow anybody who likes magic. You don't even have to be a magician. You just have to love magic and really be interested in it, perhaps want to learn more about it. And it's a great group of people, from full-blown professionals to total amateur hobbyists and just enthusiasts. And so it's a good group of folks to align yourself with.
Fantastic. Intern, any questions?
No, I'm reeling.
That's your audience right there. Jason Michaels, thank you. We'll put the website up. We'll send the links out later on. Promote it, man. And we'll see you again, hopefully next week.
Sounds good. I'll see you then.
All right, Jason Michaels. And first of all, he had me on the story. I was like, where's he going with this story? Because I really want to know what he was drinking last night. And when he goes, and then when he unveils the box, Hotel 52, and you see the card, you're thinking, there is no way that is going to be the card that I just talked about. And then there it is. And I can't process this. I can't. Anyway, Jason Michaels, what a great job. All right, back with more. So we got a very special thing coming up next. A bit we've been doing about a month ago. It just kind of took off, and it's called the Comic Strip Tease. We put a compilation together for you. If you don't know what this is about, just watch. It'll make your day much better. All right, we'll come back. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Coach Hunt, Jim Toman at Middle Tennessee State. Just wanted to give you a shout out and congratulate you on an unbelievable career. Love for you to come this fall or in the spring to Middle Tennessee State and talk baseball, or maybe even chat to my team, maybe catch a game or two. Just an unbelievable run that you've had. There's very few college baseball coaches that have done what you've done, Coach. And I want you to enjoy the retirement. I know you're still working in the athletic department, but take it easy, have fun, stay safe, and just proud of you and all your accomplishments.
I'm Tim Leeper, own Tim Leeper Roofing, and we do residential and commercial service and replacement. We're basically your friends in the roofing business. We're local, we can help you, we're quick to respond. Without customers, we don't have a business. So if there's anything we can do to help you, please don't hesitate to call.
All right. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Do that song 9 to 5. This is 7 to 8 by the Main Street. By the Mornings on Main Street fans. Well done, guys. All right. Welcome back to the show. Thank you, Jason Michaels. Intern and I still trying to process what we just saw. Intern, come to the show, buddy. Don't be nervous. There we are. We figured out what he did, didn't we? We figured it out.
Absolutely. I'm going to do it right now. You ready?
So, Intern, I got this pen. It's blue. What kind of pen are you thinking about? A blue pen. Ah, there we go. I just don't need to think about that all day long because I'll lose my mind.
I mean, we watched him the whole time. He wasn't no trickery.
There, we're literally that close to the screen. I know. And I was watching things around him,
right?
Because that's the sleight of hand. You don't see that
exactly,
and it's still nothing. All right, Intern, do not go anywhere. So about 6 weeks ago, one of the cool things about the paper, and I've heard this from people who subscribe to the paper, Main Street, they love the comics, right? I mean, they've institutional thing for us for years and years where you grow up, the paper and the comics are here and it's right there. I mean, my mother would have absolutely loved this paper for the comics and for the crosswords and everything else. So what the Intern and I started doing is that we started laughing because some of these comics are really just goofy and out there. And we're like, oh, that's just odd and everything. So we started reading these comic strips, doing different voices, right?
Yes.
You were hesitant at the beginning, like, where are we going to do this? Where's this going to go?
Right.
And then I have heard from probably a dozen people so far that y'all love this when we do this. So the Intern has put together a little compilation of our comic strip teases. This is sponsored by possibly you.
Yes.
Coming down the lines. Anyway, we just want to make you guys laugh and bring positivity to you every morning. And the comic strip tease is exactly that. So here's a compilation from the last few months. Intern, take it away.
Yes, here we go.
It's time for our new segment called Comic Striptease. All right, let's go over to the Intern and Buddy. Your mic is good to go.
Yes.
As we do every day, our acting chops. Today, we're going to do Beetle Bailey. Baby Blues comic strip. Zits. I'd never heard of this, but here we are. Barney Google playing the role of the young urban professional, that is the Intern, playing the role of the grumpy old roommate is yours truly. The not very nice customer service agent is myself, Matthew McConaughey, and playing the role of Dagwood is Owen Wilson. Dennis the Menace will be the Intern.
Hello.
Playing the role of Mr. Wilson will be myself. The General is the Intern. Playing the role of the Secretary is yours truly. I'll be reading this part has Hannibal Lecter. Go.
I can't get this computer to do what I want.
I showed you before. Just press that key.
That girl's a genius.
That man is clueless.
Do you like putting up Christmas lights?
More than I like putting up with other things.
Yes. Oh, there's one piece of pie left.
That's mine.
Rock, paper, scissors?
No, let's settle this like men.
Wait, what?
Biggest waistline wins.
Zoe will be so disappointed if she doesn't get a baby pony face doll for Christmas.
This is crazy. Everyone's just sold out. I found one.
That's not baby pony face. That's baby eel face.
Who is designing dolls these days?
How's your Christmas tree business going, Snuffy?
Well, it's better than expected, Lukey. Turns out old Barney Gagel is a master at the upsell.
Okay, folks, let's one treat, 3 reeves, and 1 6-foot swag.
Can't anybody enjoy a cup of coffee anymore?
I'd like to return this sweater.
Why? What's the problem with that attractive sweater?
Well, I don't like the colors.
So, let me get this right. Mr. Fashion Plate isn't happy with the colors.
I like the colors fine. Not all on the same sweater at the same time.
But let me ask you this. Does the sweater fit you?
Sure, if it's okay, I guess.
You guess. So Mr. Fashion Plate isn't even sure if the lovely sweater fits him. Honey, I thought you were going to return that hideous sweater.
So did I.
Hello, Mom. Did you tape this newspaper article on my mirror?
Yes, did you like it?
Why don't you just text me a link?
I can never remember how to do that.
Tisk. How did your generation ever discover fire?
Cave people were not my generation.
Oh man, so terrible.
Hey, that was great.
Let's hope our boss isn't watching this morning with that segment right there. Man, will you check and see, make sure our boss isn't watching this?
Right.
That's so terrible. I told him the show starts at 7:10, so he doesn't see this every morning, so we're good. All right, man, get that off the screen, will you? All right, thank you there. Good job. You're watching Mornings on Main Street. We're back after this. Oh, we're back. I'm sorry that we're going to break right then. Oh, man. Wheezing from laughing on that.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. All right, let's go. We'll go back. We'll wrap this show up with celebrity birth. Look, man, this show is 1 hour to take you away from life, to make you laugh, bring positive, great people to the show like Jason Michaels, Bruce Mcneilage. We do it every day. Thanks for joining the ride with us. We'll come back, wrap it up with celebrity birthdays. That's next.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. You could get arrested. But one thing's for sure, you were wrong when you said it was no big deal.
In a complex world, our greatest strength is our people. Always has been, always will be. Regular Army, National Guard, and Army Reserve. Executing every mission. Preparing for everything. And that's why people matter. Every soldier, every Army civilian, every Army family, every soldier for life. Every one of us. People who make up the best equipped, best trained, best led force in the world. People who serve something greater than themselves. Ready now, investing in the future across every domain. Because in today's complex world, when the stakes are high, America calls its Army. And when that call comes, second place is not an option. We'll remain ready. We'll modernize. We'll compete. We'll fight. And we will win. Because winning matters.
Here on Mornings on Main Street on December 29th, 2021. Might be some bad weather later on, my friend, so please be weather aware, as they say on the TV stations today. So just, again, this afternoon, maybe some bad storms rolling through here. I'll be downtown. I'm very humbled to host the Battle of the Bands in downtown Nashville tonight with Purdue and Tennessee. Hopefully there'll be a nice, large crowd there tonight, people having fun, having a good time, and the weather stays far, far away. Okay, intern, let's do this. Celebrity birthdays. We're going to start doing this where we're going to bring in guests every morning to have fun with us. All right.
Love it.
Because this segment is sponsored by
possibly you.
Possibly you. From Prestige Worldwide. They ran out of funds to sponsor, so they won't be doing anything. All right, celebrity birthdays. People love this game. They love comic strip tees. They love celebrity birthdays. I mean, thank you guys. All right, first off, let's go intern. The first birthday is actor John Voight. Fun fact, John Voight. His daughter's Angelina Jolie.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
Let's do 71 today.
Close. He's 83.
I was really confident there.
He was also in the only motion picture rated X to win Best Picture. Do you know that?
I didn't know that. Didn't even know
Rated X back then is a whole lot different than rated X is now. Midnight Cowboy. So useless fact that JoJo knows. Okay, next up, Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. He is probably 73.
74. Hey, right on, my man. Good job. After that, actor Jude Law.
38.
No, he's 49. Jude Law's coming out in a movie called Peter Pan and Wendy.
What's it about?
The restaurant. Peter Pan gets a job at the restaurant. Things just go south. He's got to get a job. He gets a job at Wendy's. Maybe I'm missing something there. Okay, let's keep on going down here. And singer Marianne Faithfull. Ooh, she's got a birthday today.
What a name. You have any songs for me?
Yeah, she sings that one song that goes, that one.
Oh, amazing. That one is, or she is 68 today.
Ooh, I'm 75.
Okay.
Comedian Paula Poundstone.
Paula Poundstone. Another great name. 43 today.
62. Actor Michael Kuditz from The Walking Dead. He also played Brenda Walsh's prom date on 90210.
Is he that main character guy?
No, that's Jason Priestley.
Okay, let's say I'm gonna get this.
Brenda's prom date on 90210.
Okay. 53.
57. Not bad. News anchor Ashley Banfield. Now, years ago, I had to work with her. She's on News Nation now. There's a show at night. I had to work with her, and she was simply so nice to the crew. It's right when the war started back in 2003, 2004. Okay. And she was with CNN, I think, at the time. And she was very, very nice, very professional. So I'm a big fan. How old is Ashley Banfield?
Let's say that she is 46 today.
54.
All right.
You notice I like to make things about me, right?
Right, absolutely. Didn't want to say older than, since she's your friend and you admire her, I didn't want to go too old there. So
that's all right. It's so sweet of you, man. All right, how about here's one for you. Drummer Danny Wagner of Greta Van Fleet. Don't they live here?
Yeah, they're my roommates.
They live somewhere in Nashville, or they based out of here or something. But drummer Danny Wagner of Greta Van Fleet.
57.
Do you know that band at all?
Of course I know the band, Joe. I know the band.
Do they look 57?
I don't know the band. I don't know the band.
Do you not know Greta Van Fleet? I thought you're young.
I'm a well-read guy, but sometimes I just can't match the names with. I'm sure I've heard their music. You know what I mean?
He's 23.
Is he really? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a bad one. Man. Might be my worst ever.
Do you read the paper anymore? Do you watch TV? What do you do? Just games?
Yeah, I just game. I'm just a gamer.
I'll come up with famous YouTube gamers. Will that work?
Oh, I'd blow that out of the water.
All right, man. Thanks for your hard work. Appreciate you as always. Again, thanks to Bruce Mcneilage for joining us on a mission for affordable housing in Nashville. Great man. So I'm so honored he was on our show today. Jason Michaels, who blew our mind with his magic trick. We'll get Jason back each and every week with more cool, fun stuff. So thank you all very much. Again, be careful out there today with the weather coming through here. As we leave you with this every morning, be nice to people. Just smile, open doors, let people in traffic, be a good person. Remember, nobody cares about your CrossFit workout unless altogether you're doing it for charity. And we leave you with this every single morning. Nobody ever went broke by giving. We'll see you tomorrow.